Okay, you guys, here we are on Josie, little Red Hott Cat 2-year-old, owned by Jamie Parsons. She is out of a granddaughter of Playgun. She's going to turn gray. She's already got gray all in her. She's going to be a gray Red Hott Cat. What we're going to do with her today is teach you how I teach the cutting turn to a 2-year-old. So she's had approximately 2 months training now, and I'm just going to go through what I want to feel at this stage with that cutting or cow turn on this 2-year-old. So what I'm gonna do is, in the beginning with the cutting turn, I want that nose all the way to my toe. In the end, I want it a little bit straighter, or maybe a 45-degree angle. Each horse is gonna be different. But in the beginning, I wanna teach them that softness, that nose right to my toe. Now the outside rein is gonna touch that neck just a little bit, and then my outside leg is gonna go on that horse until I feel that shoulder right there come back to me and lateral. So that's the feeling of the cutting turn. What is happening, what we want to happen is this outside front foot. If we're going this direction, inside foot is here. This outside front foot needs to cross under this horse, so opposite of a reining turn. And what happens is that they put all the weight on the outside hind leg. So this inside front foot's gonna come over, outside front foot comes under, and then because that bend right here and that coming under is going to keep all that weight to the outside of the horse, which puts them pivoting on the outside. So what we want truly with the hind end is we're pivoting on this foot, but this inside hind foot actually has to clear out of the way. So we actually want it to move. We don't want it to lock down completely like a reining horse. We want it to clear out of the way. So let's just see what she gives us right here. So I'm going to bend that nose to my toe, outside leg and rein, and I want this foot, and she's stepping underneath. So this outside right foot here, front foot, is stepping underneath that inside foot. And what's going to happen is this is going to clear, and that outside leg is going to pivot more, or weight's going to be on that leg. So that's the feeling I want. Now, you don't have to break it down. I'm just saying technically that's what's happening, but the feel you want is that the saddle is coming in the cutting turn, in the reining turn, the saddle is just moving laterally. And you can watch your saddle just move laterally and around, where the cutting turn, that saddle actually moves into you. It's lateral, but it's also coming in. That's why we push on the horn through the turn, because the horse's shoulders should be coming through me out that way rather than just turning into the cow. So the saddle feels like it's coming into me. So if I bend her nose here and I draw that rein across an outside leg, I feel like the shoulders in that saddle through this turn are actually stepping towards my stomach, towards my belly. I want to feel those shoulders coming back and under, that outside leg coming under. So as we progress with this turn, it's going to look a little bit more like this. If I can on her, just a little less bend here and get that same turn. I just add a little bit more outside rein and a little less inside rein. But in the beginning, it's going to be bend, that toe, that nose right to my toe, and get those front feet to step correctly, to step back and under themselves. Go to the right. Little stiffer to the right here, and a little bit more lateral than back. So I'm going to wait right there till I really feel that shoulder come back and underneath herself. Back and underneath. Good. And you can see when I got this inside rein here, I got her nose to my toe, but I'm applying that outside rein as well to help her come back. Gets a little stuck right here. So I'm just going to wait on her. Might tickle her with my outside spur a little bit. That's just a little bit of motivation to get into that right spot right there. Good. Struggles on this right side. Let's try that again. Nose to my toe, little outside leg. There, good. And I'm not just looking for that step at this stage with her. You know, she's been here 2 months now, and I start this cutting turn pretty early on them. Because it's slow, it's pretty easy to teach them. And so I'm not just looking for the feet to be right now. I want the neck, the face, the back, the rib. I want everything to feel soft while she's doing this. So I'm just going to wait until those shoulders lighten up a little bit underneath me, till her jaw and everything's soft to me. There we go. Good girl. when we're working a cow, when you're teaching one early on a cow with a flag, we tend to use our hands pretty quick. Hey, the cow's over here, we gotta go. So I'm gonna bend this nose right here and say, hey, we gotta go with that cow. So I want that horse to, not instinctively, that's not the right word, but I want it to feel instinctive for them when I draw this rein back right here, that shoulder just comes back into my belly and turns right here. And you can see there's a little bit of delay of that with her, but that's what we want. We want the mechanics, before we put them on a cow or the flag, we want those mechanics down so that when we do say, hey, let's just turn with that cow, they do it correct. And she's taking a step or two before she gets on her hocks right there, on her outside hock, and doing it correctly. Good girl, Josie. One thing I want to point out, this drill is never to be done at speed. It's not a relaxing drill, but I want them to do it relaxed. I want them to think about it. I don't want them to do it at speed. I don't want them to do it sluggish, that's for sure. She's doing it at a little bit, not as light as I would want her to yet. I don't want them to be slugs through it, but this is not done fast. This is more like, it's more just step, 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 rather than, hey, get there, get there, get there. And we don't want to kick them out of that turn. This is, you should be able to hold them in this turn all day long until you let them out. And that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.